No, stop. It's smoking.
Nice.
They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing.
So welcome back to another Kei Builds video. For those of you who missed the last one, we gave this a really good clean, got rid of all the old grime, and then we've got some new parts.
Yeah, so we've managed to pick up today a brand new battery because it didn't come with one when we purchased it. Some fresh spark plugs again, just to make it easier to get it started. Some fresh fuel. We don't know how long the fuel's been in there. We think maybe 4 or 5 years, but it could be longer. And some fresh oil. So the aim is just to change out the oil, keep the old oil filter in there just to get it running. And then in a few weeks, we'll change the oil filter and fresh oil just to make sure that it is all okay.
Yeah, so we don't know a massive amount about the engine. For those of you who don't know about the Acti, is basically a rear-engined, rear-wheel drive. The engine is like 600 cc's.
Yeah, something like that.
Three-cylinder. I think it's carburetor powered, so it's going to take a lot of learning, but it shouldn't be too hard to get started.
Yeah, we'll have to in the future do another video, I guess, a breakdown on the Acti just to go through everything for people who don't know. As Ken said, it's rear-wheel drive, so it should be quite fun. So what we'll do now, we'll jump on the fuel tank, we'll get that dropped and see what that looks like.
Yep. So to get the tank off, there's a bolt either side and a bolt on the back underneath. Looking underneath now, where they forklifted it onto the trailer, it looks like they've forklifted basically where the tank is and there's a bit of damage, but it should be fine. So let's get it off. So we've got the fuel tank out now. Obviously managed to get all of myself with the dodgy connection that was on there. Underside you can see the damage, only dents, nothing major, no holes or anything. So we will change the dodgy connection when we come to reinstalling it. But before we install it, we're going to give it a good jet wash down, bit of a wire wool, and cover it in some paint or Hamrite or something to make it look a bit better. Someone's already done the front, but it'd be nice to get it all done. And then hopefully we don't have to really revisit it again, apart from if ever the fuel pump or anything goes. So we've dropped the oil now, sump plugs back in, ready to put in our oil. But while we wait for the fuel tank and stuff to dry, might as well change the spark plugs. So it's just 2 spark plugs by the looks. So we just need to pop the leads off. And 2 spark plugs sitting there, so we'll change them now.
All right, so what we're going to do now is just put the battery in. We know it's a bit of a mess at the moment. You know, we do need to redo this sort of bracket area, or we're going to maybe relocate it to somewhere else. We're also not sure on the connections, that obviously they're a bit of a mess at the moment. So we'll put the battery in, see what it's like, and then basically go from there. All right, so we've managed to get all the battery hooked up now. A few fiddly bits with the connectors, but let's give it a go with the key and see how we get on, if we get any lights. So put the first one.
Nice.
And yeah, we've got some lights on the dash.
What's that blue one? Full beam.
Full beam. Let's try the old hazards.
Wicked.
If I'm right, they're working on the front as well.
The left damage light isn't really working. As you can see, the light
That was the one
damaged.
that was damaged on delivery, wasn't it? Yeah. So we're gonna have to get a new replacement light there.
All the front ones are working, I think.
Yeah. Have a look at the back, I guess, and see what that's like.
What we got at the back? So indicators are working fine.
Yeah, I'll have a go at the
Side
brake.
lights.
Oh, brake to the floor, so not gonna have much luck there.
Yeah, try reverse. If you can find reverse, I don't know where reverse is, to be honest.
That'll be a job in this gearbox.
We've got reg lights as well, so it seems like everything, well, most things are working at least.
Yeah, yeah, looks good. To be fair, now we'll just have to look at the rest of it.
Yeah.
So moving on from the work Ken has done, you would have seen in the previous clip, he's replaced the spark plugs. Did have a bit of trouble. Nothing major. There was just a lot of crap by the looks of it in the actual spark plug hole. So we wanted to make sure that we didn't mess anything up. So we just really took our time to ensure that we could clean it all out and basically make sure the threads were okay. The tanks here, we've painted all of that as you've seen. We've also replaced one of the lines. You can see here, there's a bit of a bodge, I guess, between the current line. So we've just got some fresh line, which will just go off the tank by here. We haven't changed the breather lines. They're okay at the moment. We can do in the future. But again, the aim of this is to just get it running as quick as possible. So what we'll do now is chuck this on, put some fuel in, and hopefully in the next clip, you'll see it fully running.
They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that can make sense.
So the fuel's now in, so last thing to do now is just to check the oil. The dipstick on this is similar to a bike, if any of you have ever worked on bikes. It's just on the side. Just screws out. And just a small dipstick. You can see plenty of oil.
All right, so we've managed to do everything we needed to get it up to a point where we're ready to start it. So the only thing now is, Ken, do us the honors, see if you can turn it over.
Well, moment of truth.
No,
ahead.
stop. It's
Huh?
smoking.
Could be something like them beads and all enough.
Ready?
Yeah. Hang on, stop. Pull the chalk out. Just like this. Sounds pretty cool.
It sounds sick.
Yeah.
Not being any fuel.
Gonna chalk off. So there we have it. The truck is officially started. As you've seen in the video, we have had some issues along the way.
Yeah, so basically what we need to do in the next one now is get it moving under its own power. So we have a coolant leak and a few other problems that we'll look to need to sort in the next video.
Yeah, one of the other ones is the flat tires. So we've got to sort that one. But finding tires for these is going to be a nightmare because they're only 10-inch wheels.
Yeah, so hopefully that will be the first mod for the Acti, will be a set of fresh rims to go on. But that's everything for today. So if you could like, comment, we'd really appreciate it, and subscribe for the next one.